Hello everyone, this is Sunton2 and welcome to a part 3 of Lighthouse Lamps, covering the mod support for ChemLib as well as other additional things that were detailed on the wiki and by the developer. So, first off we'll go with the wiki, just to show what is available. You can see the ChemLib support is for argon, neon and krypton in test tube form, compared to the dusts. Block types, bunch of information there, and certain other information such as redstone support, which if you saw in part 1 I tried to do it, and obviously it only just still continues with ignore redstone since it's the only one available, and the others aren't available yet. The others are supposed to have it where if you dump there is supposed to be a poison that ends up in the air after exporting from the centrifuge, and obviously you can just store waste such as Bromine air. If you have that filter, as well as obviously putting some glowstone in to make it go. There is obviously the clusters in the nether that I haven't shown yet, which I will because I've re-enabled it in the config. But yeah. Other things of note is obviously the alchemical lamp and hoppers for the gas centrifuge. If we just go over these real quick, if you obviously wanted a hopper, you can't put it from the top or the side, but you can output the actual dusts or the ChemLib supported materials for it to work for automation out of the hopper. So we've got some boron there, because obviously I'm using boron at the moment. But yeah, and the boron would appear in that bar there, which obviously I didn't cover before. But obviously once it's more fully implemented, I'll cover it again in another video. We actually use a filter though that will get us the actual ChemLib supported items. We can see, let's put some glowstone or glowstone dust in there. You can get either of the three, like so. And it'll try and go between each of the slots, I assume? No, so it only just goes between one of the slots. So that's why we've only got neon in there. But so you can get an idea of how much it produces each time. And obviously if we go here, you can see basic filter, you get 4 argon, 4 neon, and 1 krypton item, and the equivalent obviously in the brackets of how much it makes up. And then different amounts here, as well as obviously the boron amounts that you can see, like so, and how much differences there is between the filters. Other than that though, we have the alchemical lamp to cover again, to show how much it actually pushes mobs. I have tried with passive and it doesn't seem to work, so we'll just go between a few. Some in the nether, some not, some of a certain size, and so on. Let's see. Try a good range of things. So if we just place it in the world, and place the zombie. Oops, once we're actually in the difficulty allowed spawn, you can see him being thrown quite a ways. Do it in that direction. You can see, if we do it off an edge, you can see how much of a difference it actually pushes them off compared to the regular distance of I think about 8 to 10 blocks or so. Try with the blaze, which obviously they float, so big difference there. Try with the chicken, nothing. Creeper, again, seems to only work with hostile, as far as I can see, not passive. We try with something in between, like an enderman or a pigman. Since they do kind of fit under hostile in a way, they should mostly be pushed as well. I don't know if there is a list, or it's just of all hostile at all, but yeah, I seem to be missing it. There we go, there's the pigman. So pigmen are included, and endermen also included. Wolves though, aren't. They're on the passive side. Not sure if putting a hostile wolf there counts though, even though obviously I'd have to be able to demonstrate that in survival. It doesn't seem to when they're hostile either, so it doesn't seem to be the case. But yeah. And then we'll just go with sea lanterns, I guess, to see the actual underwater coverage of a regular, clear, and omega, besides the nether generation, which I might do in a different world just in case. Actually, I might do both of these in a different world just in case. So I might take a bit for world gen here. Or I could just do it further on in the nether, but oh well. Let's see, 452 lamps. Just load that real quick, and we should see the difference. And possibly more natural glowstone generation of neon, argon, and krypton. And possibly generate near some water, instead of having to go further out to actually reach an ocean, and then come back to the spotlighting area. So, let's see. There's some water, but not exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. I'm in creative though, so that is fine. Okay. So, if we go to some sea lanterns here, a clear one. And let's see, a lantern, mega or ocean, we get some obsidian and flint and steel. The other, we should be able to see, but I'm trying to find an ocean first, demonstrating the lanterns, if it happens to pick up on something. Hopefully, there we go. Now, I apologize for this texture rendering issue here. Not too sure why, but I'll work it out off camera at least. So that's a regular sea lantern. The clear lantern, which seems to be pretty much the same, and the omega being a lot more than that. Move back a bit. Now this is obviously using bright compared to moody, so actually I'll demo that real quick so you can see how far, even though it is sort of focusing on one side a lot there. So we'll go to a different region and get an idea that way. So, compared to the regular and clear, which I'll probably just put over here-ish or so. Not sure what I'm missing there, or hitting, but yeah, there is quite a difference. And now for the nether trip, to find some other glowstone types. So we'll see how we go with this generation here. We need to spectate this. Got some of the boron ore generation there. Yeah, fairly high up. So we've got the regular. I obviously have enabled it here, but we'll see what happens. It probably doesn't completely remove other glowstone generation, I would assume, but we will see. I'll try and increase the render distance. See what else there is. So, got some regular glowstone there. Plus I'm confusing myself with the neon, possibly, and I can't while I'm in spectator, obviously. So we'll see what we can find. It seems to be just regular glowstone, not neon, it seems. It might just be that I do need to relog the game, because I haven't, since I'm only using a config and reloading. I haven't actually completely had it reload the config by restarting the game, so yeah. But either way, obviously it may replace it, it may not, but yeah. Thanks so much for watching though, and goodbye.